Well, it's Saturday night, and I have decided that the time has come after reading a lot of information and looking at a lot of stuff online and reading what a lot of people have to say that I have a feeling that we need to start talking about the American public getting out of credit cards. We need to start thinking about a way that people can start chopping up those credit cards and getting rid of them because credit cards are killing us. The credit in this country is killing us, and we need to get back to a cash only society. Everybody has access to a debit card, and that's what we need to start using, debit cards. We need to start chopping up the credit cards and start paying down the debt. Yeah, it's going to hurt the banks, but so what? American Express will probably go out of business, but so what? It's time that we start thinking about ourselves. You know, if GM buys Chrysler, I read where 66,000 jobs will go away overnight. Now, that is a lot of people out of work. And you know what? They probably all have credit. There's probably a good chance their pension will go away at the same time. So I think we need to start talking about doing away with our credit cards, chopping them up, and going back to cash. If you can't afford to pay cash for it, you don't need it. That goes for homes as well. You buy a small home, you live in it until you get some equity, you sell it, you buy a little bit bigger, you sell it, you buy a little bit bigger. I think that's what we've got to start looking at. I'm going to start looking at a way that I can start helping people to get out from underneath these credit cards. I've got a couple of websites where I sell stuff. I'm probably going to start looking at putting some of the profit that I have from those away so that I can start using that profit to help people. So I think everybody needs to start giving this a serious consideration because I think it's going to get much worse before it gets better. The people out there that buy stocks are looking at stocks saying they think that this could be a bad time to be buying it. I'm not so sure that next week's not going to be a bad week on Wall Street. And if it is and it continues to go down, well, then you know where things are headed. And I don't see any way out of us avoiding a recession. So I think everybody needs to start thinking about this. You know, the other day I watched on TV on the evening news where a family talked about how they have several credit cards and they use each credit card to make the payment on the next one. It's a vicious cycle for them because they have no other way to do it. They're living on their credit cards. People, we can't do that anymore. We have got to get rid of these credit cards. We have got to get back to where we pay cash for stuff. And the only way to do it is to bite the bullet and chop up the credit cards. My wife and I, we don't use credit cards anymore. We use the old debit card and cash. And yeah, it makes it tough for a while. But you know what? After a while, you start feeling good about yourself. You start realizing how good it feels to pay cash for something and not to always say charge. So people, I think you need to start thinking about this real seriously. And I know there's probably some of you reading this just laughing, but you laugh because one day you're going to be laughing out the other side of your mouth. So people, start thinking about it. I'm going to come up with the plan, and when I do, I'm going to let you all know what that plan is. I feel for you because I feel the pain that you feel. I feel it all the time. So let's all start thinking about it, but I think you need to start passing the word around. Do away with credit cards. This is your junkyard dog politics 101 man just saying how he feels about the way things are going right now. I hope you have a great Sunday. I'm sure I'll be back on the air sometime tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.